This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Espresso on SABC3. A hearty good morning, especially if you just joined in. Now, this whole week we've been talking about two things, Valentine's Day, and then, of course, also Pregnancy Awareness Week. Now, we're creating awareness around this because we've got the experts to help us out. During pregnancy, we know that even if you breastfeed, you need all kinds of nutrients. There's requirements, there's kilojoules that you need to obtain and nutrients that you need to increase. And I'm learning now that eggs provide many of the essential nutrients required. Now, let's talk more about it, and here to help us along, Andrea du Plessis, our Vital Health Foods nutrition expert, and then we also have Madeleine de Villiers, our dietitian, in the studio. Welcome, Andrea. It's good to see you, and Madeleine.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome, Iso. I want to get to the first questions first. I mean, Andrea, we always talk about supplementation, and I mean, I use your omegas. I know what it can do, and what kind of supplements can you take when you're breastfeeding or when you're pregnant or even trying to fall pregnant?
Well, obviously, during pregnancy and breastfeeding, one's nutritional needs are greatly increased.
Yes.
And it all starts with a healthy, balanced diet. So a variety of foods, but supplementation can really play a valuable role in just topping up your nutrient intakes. So the Vital Pregnant Women Plus is specifically designed to help increase your intake of those essential nutrients, both during pregnancy and breastfeeding.
Right.
And many people don't realize that our needs for nutrients during breastfeeding are as much increased as during pregnancy, and some nutrients you even need more of. But I think we want to discuss something about eggs and pregnancy, because that's an interesting topic.
It is an interesting topic. I mean, Madeleine, I encountered it this morning for the first time. I mean, what would you consider, how important is eggs for the diet? As a dietitian, I mean, I love eggs, maybe you don't. What do you have to say about it?
Well, there are so many nutrients in eggs that's important for the pregnant woman. If I can start off with one that's very, very important, then it's choline. Choline is part of the B vitamin family, and it plays a role in just about every function in every cell of the body. And the important thing for the pregnant woman is that choline plays a very important role in brain development of the fetus and the newborn baby, and then also very important for the learning and memory function, even into old age. And eggs are a very, very good source of choline. 28% of a woman's requirement for choline can be met by an egg.
Now, it's really interesting. I mean, how many eggs do you have to eat?
Well, at least an egg a day.
At least an egg a day.
Is that not good news? We get so many questions. How many eggs are safe to eat?
Right.
Often people think they can't eat eggs during pregnancy because of the cholesterol. So
I was going to ask about that, because fat and cholesterol in the egg yolk, does that play a role or not? I mean,
yes. There is fat and cholesterol in the egg yolk, and one egg contains only about 5 grams of fat. 2/3 of that fat is healthy poly and monounsaturated fat, and only 1/3 is unsaturated. Regarding the cholesterol, studies over more than 20 years have shown us that there's no relationship between egg intake and blood cholesterol, or between egg intake and an increase for coronary heart disease risk.
Wow.
So we've shifted a long way from eggs as health risk in the 70s, well, 60s and 70s, up to now, where we know that eggs is a health recommendation and not a risk.
How should one prepare? I mean, I had eggs this morning at 4 a.m., believe it, because that's the time I wake up and I do my breakfast and everything. But how should one prepare it? What is the best way to prepare it to have the most benefit from it?
Yeah. Well, the first thing is a pregnant woman shouldn't eat raw eggs or any dishes containing raw eggs.
Okay.
She can prepare her egg in any way, but the first choice would be to poach or boil or scramble or dry fry it in a non-stick pan at a low temperature.
Right.
If your pan is too hot, the white part of the egg forms a tough basis or surface of scorched protein, and that's not so easily digestible.
Okay.
So to get the maximum benefit, please go slowly. And obviously your microwave is also excellent. I mean, you can do an egg in the microwave in a minute.
Okay, and then it's ready.
Yeah.
It just shows you, I mean, there's some of the stuff that we've never even realized. If you just tune in, we're talking about pregnancy, if you're trying to fall pregnant or if you are pregnant or breastfeeding, and the nutrients surrounding all of this, also the intake and how good eggs are for you. Madeleine, anything else? I mean, your final comments on eggs. I see 7 of them just lying there, ready for us to eat.
I think the 7 are there because that's how many eggs you can eat per week.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Probably spaced out one per day.
Yeah. Well, if I can come back quickly to choline, studies show us that only 1 in 10 pregnant women get enough choline from their diet. Sure. And if you remember about the 28% you can get from 1 egg, it's big. And then obviously the protein content of eggs, it's highly affordable. It contains all the essential amino acids or building blocks for development of the young baby and for the maternal tissues. Then eggs are one of the few natural sources of vitamin D, which is important for calcium absorption, and we all know about the bones and the teeth of the developing baby. And then many B vitamins, minerals. There are 13 different minerals and vitamins in 1 egg. What a package.
What a package. Well, you heard it. It's affordable, and you can have it as part of your dietary requirement, especially when it comes to your pregnancy. Madeleine, thank you so much for joining us. Andrea, it's always good to see you. Thanks so much for coming by. Well, Andrea, they're giving us advice and also some supplementation from Vital as to how to make sure that you can create an optimum diet, especially during that needy time. Well, I'll tell you what else I need. I needed to win that amazing big prize that used to be on the show and on Top Billing. Well, Ewan has more about it.
Trust Vital for your family's health.